spring game, we didn't see an awful lot. Kind of the same old thing from Bryce Underwood that we saw last year. Didn't look really good. But I think the star of the game had to be Tommy Carr. He came in second quarter, I think, and played the rest of the game. Played on both sides, both the maize and the blue.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, he was brilliant. His feet. I mean, I remember seeing him play as a sophomore in high school in a basketball game against East Lansing up here, and I remember his feet. He had quick feet. Good. He was a great athlete. Big surprise from that family. And wow, I was like, man, that guy's got good feet. And he showed it in the game. We saw he had a 16, 18-yard run. It's like, whoa, that jumped out. He got out of the pocket. He went through his progressions incredibly well. In fairness to Bryce Underwood, and I think I hung on those words from Kyle Whittingham. He has had he finally has his own quarterback coach in Corey Detmer along with the other quarterbacks. That's going to help. That offensive line, when you break it apart, I mean, there was no pass protection at all for Bryce Underwood, ones on ones. And those ones, and it was a weird game where he couldn't bring him to the ground. I mean, and that was the thud part of that first quarter before they went tackle with the 2s and 3s in quarters 2, 3, and 4. So I got full confidence Bryce Underwood is the quarterback, but it's great to have two quarterbacks, and it's great to know. I mean, they got another kid who's coming in, a transfer does Michigan. I'm trying to think of his name or what school he's from, but he's coming in, and that will help a great deal. Oh yeah, I know who it is. It's Braden Fowler Nicolosi, the transfer,
Okay.
and that will help quite a bit in the depth. The quarterback position is solid at Michigan. I truly believe that.
Well, one of the players we saw that was pretty impressive was the 5-star Savion Hyder. He ran very, very well. Very strong young man.
And this is where, the offensive line play. The defense is always ahead of the offense. And these games are all like this. If you go back to the last few years, they've all been like a 13-10, 10-7. But there was no blocking, right, for Savion Hyder. And he's gone from 200 pounds to 218, almost 220 now. Good Lord, he was bound. He was trucking D linemen. And when you think about him, Pat and Mark, along with Jordan Marshall, that backfield's solid. What I'm concerned on this team offensively is the foundation, like building a house. That's the offensive line.
Yeah.
And then along with the linebackers, I'm not familiar with them. I know Troy Bowles, but I'm not familiar with the other kids like Chase Taylor, some of these other cats. And then the lack of depth in the secondary. Those are my concerns on defense.
Well, Tom, isn't it fairly likely that Tommy Carr would redshirt next year and the other kid that's coming in be the backup? I can't imagine that they're going to burn a year with Carr because you got Underwood for another year before he could even leave, and then maybe save a year of his eligibility. It wouldn't make a lot of sense to now if Underwood got hurt early in the year, then that might change things completely. But,
and you get 4 games. You can still play, not burn the rest. No, that's a really good point, Mark. And I'm thinking, there's certain games, he'll get in because he's a long term. He's a 4-year guy. He's 6'4", and he weighs 185. He's lanky. He needs to put on because he was not live, the quarterback not live, so he didn't take any hits. He starts taking hits in games. He needs another 20, 25, and he'll build up in this next year and get more girth there. And then, yeah, you're right. And then there's another freshman, 27 quarterback coming in. Yeah, quarterback's just fine. For me, it always, and Pat, probably gets tired of me saying it, but in the box, this offensive line, that's the first thing I look at.
Yeah.
And it's pass pro. And, so I'm looking over there at Evan Link and how's he doing and things like. But there was just no continuity because there was so much mix and match. And an offensive line is one unit when it comes down to it.
Well, I saw Carr in high school at Saline play, and I was tremendously impressed. And I thought he was probably going to go to a Power 4 school, maybe not, a Michigan or one of the top premier programs. And when he signed with Miami, I thought they were.
And wasn't that
I thought they were getting a steal, and
they were,
and
they got it stolen from him back. But I mean, he's a Michigan kid. But my point, that's a great point. I mean, bizarrely he's under recruited, and he had voiced that to the media. He's under recruited, so he's probably got a little chip on his shoulder, and so that was the biggest takeaway. It was Hyder, obviously, and Tommy Carr, and we're not going to know anything until September 5th rolls around.